really gonna watch this.
They ain't got nothing else to do.
Right?
Word.
I ain't going on social media talking shit about TDS Radio. I know that much.
My man, Coach Block.
What's up, cuz? How we living?
You're rocking with TDS Radio.
Get it, Kim. All right. She got a vision, and she want us to execute this vision.
Ooh, man. That's what TDS is about today.
Ken and Kim are the two dopest siblings that I know.
All right, man. You ready?
Am I ready? Are they ready? What's up? It's your man, Coach Block, one half of TDS Radio. Whenever you see that happen, that is clearly me messing up on the ones and twos. A lot of shit that happens in that little intro in 30 seconds that y'all see. So excuse me for that. How's everybody doing today?
Hey, y'all. It's your girl, So Fab, and
OBLIO.
hi.
Is that in a good space? I'm sorry. I didn't know. I thought.
Yes, I got the high chair today.
Okay. Cool. Just making sure you're good.
And I can speak. So excited.
Okay.
So-
How y'all doing, cousins? How's everybody doing?
Everybody
How's
good? Everybody good? Feel good? Feel great?
fam?
All
And I
right.
think Miss Verna's with us. Hey, Miss V.
Nobody here. What's going on? Did
I
I
don't
hit go
know.
live?
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't give a single damn.
He said it's raining outside. It is over for us because it is definitely soup and chill weather.
It is. Hey now. Mhm.
So, yeah, I don't have any rants this morning. I do. It's kid time, so we're in school, and I just need to understand like what is our role as teachers. Somebody needs to give that to me. We train to teach your child on an educational level. Like, this is the lesson.
Mhm.
This is the lesson plan. Teach you, learn. You spend more time raising kids. Behavior, auditory skills. And so I didn't want to get fired. What I wanted to do was bring in a sample of work that was submitted today for a 9th or 10th grader that said, here, I'm done. And I looked,
What subject?
sports management. He had to write one of two, he had to write no less than 2 pages of a report. He had to read chapters 1 through 4,
Mhm.
And so you figure, right, like you write right there, like on a piece of paper,
Mhm.
write it out.
So just essentially, like, was he kind of breaking down what it is that he learned? Like, what was the assignment?
Yeah, like, so complete whatever the questions were.
Okay.
Turn it into, so it's inside chapters 1 through 4, and then I gave him the whole syllabus of what he needed to do. Now hand that to me. Now he handed it to me. Wow. And I looked down. It looked like Yara's work.
I love this sound. Like
What?
it's so timely.
Yeah.
Because I looked. What's going on?
I thought that too.
Yeah, and now I looked down and I'm like, and you're turning this in. So I asked him, because I'm thinking it's a joke. Are you turning this in? Yeah, why? What's wrong? Literally quote, yeah, why? What's wrong?
Was it his handwriting or just the quality of work?
Both.
Yikes.
And you're a 9th grader.
Well, you know,
Or
handwriting isn't a thing anymore.
possibly a 10th grader. Like, I'm not quite sure. Bottom line is, when I'm looking at the work, the first thing I said was, hey man, we got to do better.
Mhm.
And he's like, well, what do you mean? You can't turn, this is the representation of your work. You can't turn this in this way. Like, he's like, I don't see nothing wrong with it. And it was innocent. So that's when you go into, I'm not teaching you your lesson. I'm now teaching you life skills,
Right.
how to write, literally how to write. There was no there's no difference between a capital letter, a period,
Ugh.
commas.
Ugh.
It was just one big run-on
sentence.
sentence.
Ugh.
And
So it was like one of those question answer sort of things, or was this actually like a paper?
it was supposed to be a mixture of the two. Like, so he had to answer questions in the chapter,
Mm-hmm.
and then after the chapter, write a paper. So basically take the smaller questions
And then
and make them paragraphs and combine them into a page.
Okay.
So now I'm going to help you with this.
Mhm.
All right. But before I can help you with this, we got to be able to read this.
Right.
This isn't something that you can, it looked like hieroglyphics, like
It's not legible.
not even remotely.
Poor pumpkin.
So then you would say, okay, well, maybe it's an isolated incident. Maybe it's him.
Mhm.
Get more students in that have to do more work. Hey, Coach Block, can you help them with? Sure, don't worry about it. Give me a test. I'll help them out. I'm done with my test. Okay, let me see. Here's the test. This says within 3 sentences, answer the question. You got 3 words.
That fucking yes,
You
that
got-
is our
you got
soundtrack. Our show.
3 You got 3 words. And so now I'm at a point where I'm like, nah, you can't turn this in.
No.
Right.
I can't
You're not even following
rightfully,
directions
I
at
cannot
all.
rightfully take this from you and allow you to hand this in thinking that you're doing what's asked.
Right.
So then I spend time like, all right, now here's how we got to break this down. And they're looking at me like, nah, it's too much. I'm like,
Too much.
That
Yes.
part.
As a 9th grader? This is just the beginning, baby. Like, come on now.
so
What is going on?
what is going on, Jesus? Correct. What is going on, Jesus? Response to what you just said. Because
We were writing papers.
and it drains you. Like that's why I said by the time I get here, a lot of times it's not that it's like, oh, TDS, I can't. No, it's like emotionally, I have to reset because this took everything. Because there's a whole crew of kids that I see on a daily, and I'm like, we got to get you life skills. When you talking about education, we just got to get you the baseline. And the fact that you've made it this far is like, what are we saying?
Crazy.
You know what I mean? And so when you care, it's like,
Do they not have the? I know they don't teach cursive, but there's no
No.
longer like actual handwriting classes where you.
no. All that's off the table. Either you get it or you don't.
What?
Now, the problem I have with that is, as teachers, most of the time the things are now digital, so they don't have to write.
That's true.
But when you do have to pull out a pen and a piece of paper,
It's tragic.
it's a tragedy. Like it is terrible. And so then now you're like, you try to see if the behavior is connected to the fact that they can't perform in the classroom, and a lot of times it is. So then now you're spending time like, oh man, and then you just start to wonder like, how long have you been going on like this? And so the way the system, it's not our school specifically, this is the way the system is created.
Right.
So we'll just keep pushing you along. And then we give you what is called credit recovery. And that's the classroom that you go into and you take everything online. So then what are you not doing again?
Yeah, you're not writing.
You're not writing. So then now, since I'm not writing, I don't get the opportunity to ever learn how to express myself with a pen and a piece of paper. And so then when you ask them to, it's off. And it's like, how are you still have to know how to write.
Right.
And it's so funny because I mean, I don't know. Oh, you might be too young for it, but when we were in middle school, we were given like these little thin like notebooks for creative writing or English that we had to turn in every single you know, that we had to turn in after every class. But you were not only judged on the fact of complete sentences, but your handwriting and your ability to answer the questions and storytell.
Right.
You know, so the fact that that doesn't happen anymore is crazy to me because number one, I don't know what it is about me, but I cannot stand like notebooks that have super big like lines because it makes me feel like I'm, not smart. But I like college ruled. But I'm just like, maybe that needs to come back because if these kids don't have anyone really sitting down, like I can't read that. Like, do you know how many times our teachers would literally hand notebooks back and like, I can't read that.
I can't.
What do you expect me to do with that? I can't read it. So then they would have to go back, rewrite it, take their time. So then the teacher could actually understand what's going on here. And then once I can understand what is being written, we're going to break down, actually see if you understand what it is that you read.
Right. Exactly. I know my mom used to make me write my spelling words 10 times. And if I got it wrong, there's 10 on top of that on the ones that I got wrong, just to make sure that I got.
There were consequences when, number one, you weren't spelling right, when you weren't, constructing sentences correctly, when you weren't, understanding what it is, you didn't have any sort of critical analysis or anything like that. There were consequences where teachers made you sit down and say, all right, I guess I got to read this again because she ain't going to accept this. Like,
or those groups that will break out. So like you guys will read as a group, but they're trying to teach you how to break down that reading so you understand. Your class is doing whatever, but you're off to the side with the different group. Yeah, I participated in a lot of those. Absolutely.
Where did that go?
I don't know.
It's on the computer. So now we just do this on the computer. So like a lot of what you're saying is in reference to notebooks and being graded on that stuff. That's like your honors classes now, whereas that was standard before.
I was about to say, what?
Yeah, like your standard class, man, you just show up, breathe, participate, see.
Absolutely not.
Oh, no.
Absolutely the hell not. So then now honors is basically just like if you decide to do somewhat of the bare, above the bare minimum.
No, that's going to be based on the teacher. You know what I'm saying? But you can't, the failing of a kid does not happen. You get what I'm saying? Like, so you saying what you're saying and me experiencing what I experienced, us experience. If you do not do that, you fail.
Right.
See you next year, same grade.
Right.
That does not happen.
Crazy.
So what happens is we'll push you forward and then you'll take some of the classes for the next year and some of the classes that you have to make up, and it's in credit recovery. So you'll have a period where that period is where you go to like this college auditorium setting classroom, lecture hall, and then you take the classes online. And then as you finish them, it accelerates you and brings you up to speed to where, okay, now you're a sophomore.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
So you never have to do this.
Yeah, you never have to write.
And then now if you don't get into that critical thinking and things like that, you get pushed on and you get pushed on and you get pushed on.
Even if it's not writing, because I get that is kind of antiquated. Like people aren't necessarily sitting down and writing things out anymore. They're going on their computers. You should still be able to know how to, when the assignment says, give me 3 to 5 sentences on this, that, and the third, you should know how to construct 3 to 5 fucking sentences. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, see, the problem that I have is even though things are written, you still don't understand punctuation,
right?
Capital letters, things, commas. You don't understand
or
that.
what you just read. What?
Yeah, because I don't want to. Because if I go too specific, people are like, I know who that is, and I don't want to do that. But when I told the dude, like, well, in my room, you don't use a laptop. You got to use a book. A book. Yes, a book. Turn the page. Write the. Oh man. I said, yo,
that's right.
It's a book. So then when I told one young lady, she said, well, what do you want me to do with this book? I said, you came in with the book, right? Yes. Okay. Put the book in your book bag and leave my class. That's too heavy.
Oh, wow.
I said, I didn't want to be the old person. Now in my day,
right.
I had to
shoulder blades.
I had to carry all 8 books for all 8 classes in the same day, which I did.
Right.
Because you didn't have that much time.
Like that.
So she had the history book and it was big. She was like, look, it's heavy. Look at my wrist. I said, well, put it in your book bag. She was like, no.
So what goes in your book bag?
3 different perfumes. She sprayed 3 different perfumes. She said, Coach, I was trying to get like the vanilla orange sickle smell.
That's where your priorities are, girl. Okay.
Because that bell was about to ring and I'm trying to get her to give me her stuff. And she said, hold on. And then she put that back. And then I turned my head and come back. She had a white one. Then she had a gold one. I said, well, what is the gold one for? What are you doing? Coach, I'm going for like a vanilla cream, orange creamsicle smell.
Well, we can foster that. So that's going to be chemistry.
I said, you got my room stinking. It smells like a bad locker room in here. Like,
oh, so it didn't mix well.
No. Well, to somebody else it may have, but it's so concentrated. Like you got to air it out. We ain't got no windows open in here. What are you doing? But she was. Then she shook the next one.
She shook it up.
Then she shook the next one, and I'm looking at her.
Yes, she said, I might not know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm gonna smell good.
I said, so now here's the problem that you got. You got cosmetics like it's a purse and it's a book bag. Right. Put the book in the bag. She said, I will not. I said, so then how's the book getting back to class? She said, it's a school problem, and went to class and walked out.
Well, Gabe said these kids use AI for everything. Cuz said these technology kids have no idea and don't. I can't see the next one. Jay said they are sending written orders over for equipment, and these companies are asking the doctors to resend like 3 to 4 times because no one can read their writing. It's not cursive.
It's like a mixture of capital letters with lowercase letters with print. None of them write anymore. That writing is dead. They don't even know how to do that.
That's crazy.
So if you write a paragraph in cursive on the board, most of them will be like, what is that? Because they don't learn it anymore. That's completely obsolete. So like you spend more time dealing with that than you do like
in 3 different types of perfumes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going for a vanilla.
And she had her like, and she got them.
I'm so glad that I teach my granddaughters to write and love books. Yeah, that's so important. And so like, reading is such a lost art.
Her concern was when this bell hits, what is going to be in this hallway? Right. Yeah. Oh man. So I got my patrol, like, so we got a door right here, y'all that can't see it, but for us, we got a door. So my desk sits just like this, and I can look right out my door. Out my door is like the little cove where before I moved there, they would get you boys and everybody kissing and everything in that little cove, meet your girlfriend, all that. That's that little space, right? I don't even wash. So I can leave my door so that I can see them and they can't see me. So every now and again, they just get a random, hey!
Yes, Dad!
You better not be in that toilet.
Hey, get off her. And so, and then the girls shake. So the other day I walked out in the hallway because we're supposed to be out in the hallway so we can see. You know what I'm saying? So I get out in the hallway, and I'm glad I did. Because this one girl, she did it so smooth. She walked on the side of the boy. And when I tell you, she backhand him from the opposite pocket this way.
Ooh.
And it hit him, and his face just went up with the smack.
Now, why did she do
I
that?
said, now, all I could get out was, hey. Because he was like, I didn't even do anything. Oh. And she was like, yes, you did at that party. He was like, what party? And so then I had to like separate him.
Yes, I'm still mad.
Yeah, she was hot. And so I'm trying to figure out the deal. And I'm looking at him like, yo, you took it was like right in the middle of everybody. He was like, pah.
Ooh.
And he just stuck there like, I didn't even do anything.
Yes, you did.
And she was like, you did. You was talking about my sister. He was like, that wasn't me.
Oh.
So then now he goes into the office. She goes this way. And once again, nobody's worried about class. She's worried about what happened at the party and all this other stuff. I'm like, y'all got class to go to. And this was the game plan in between class. I'm going to slap the hell out of him on my way to class.
But it was calculated because she said,
she got right to the side. And then the girl that was with her was kind of like trying to like stay on her opposite side. So it looked like they was walking down the hall together. So it was, I'm her, and then it was her sister and then him to make it look like we're all walking the same way. And she hit him with, pah, and then pulled her hand back real quick.
That's that old lady.
but didn't see that I'm right there. And all I could get out was, hey, now why'd you hit him? Come here.
Oh, that wasn't nice.
Yeah, now what are we doing?
Oh my God.
And he's just sitting there, I didn't do anything.
Aw.
And, but this is what their mind be on. It's funny because I be trying to tell them, like, y'all got to understand. Clearly, this school is either easy or y'all don't care.
Mm-hmm.
My school did not allow you to breathe, to think about anything. Now, granted, it was all boys school, but there still wasn't time to do dumb stuff because you knew going into this class, once that bell rings,
Yes.
that teacher is teaching from the time the bell rings to the time the bell ends.
And they kill me with the bell don't dismiss you. I do. Fuck, I gotta catch a bus,
Okay,
bitch.
I got to go.
It's on. And so it's highly competitive. But what kept us that way was you were afraid of failing.
Yes.
You,
And your parents.
Okay.
you didn't want to be the one that's, lack of a better word, dumb. You didn't want to be the dumb one. You
Yes.
knew, like, because then we clowned that person like, oh, you still taking them old classes?
And in
they're
your
like,
school, didn't you get kicked out?
below a C average.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Below a C average, you're out of there.
And that's how our school was too. If you didn't have a certain GPA, you got kicked out. You had to go back to whatever your home
And
school
people
was.
and people thought it was a joke until you ain't see them back, and you be like, "Ooh, they got that letter." 'Cause
Right.
the letter came over the summertime that this is not for you.
Yep. That's what our school would do too. And then the kids that got kicked out and went to their home school, they would be waiting outside our school because we were out like a whole hour afterwards. Yeah, it was crazy.
Just so they can talk crazy.
Yeah, just so they can be like, so what y'all learned
Y'all
today?
lame.
Go. Your ass should have stayed.
Pennsylvania.
Nah, I was an all boys school in Pittsburgh. It's called Central Catholic. Dan Marino, his alma mater. So it's an all boys school, Catholic school. And it's, football, big time football school, all that stuff. Always D1 recruits, people going to the league, except for me. And so, because I chose the bad thing in college. But it's an intense environment.
Mm-hmm.
And learning, you just knew what you were there for. Like literally our first day of school, as freshmen, we sat in the auditorium and the principal said, quote, "Look left, look right. Some of y'all won't be here by the time you're seniors."
Yes, come on, early millennial movie quote.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was wild. And he was right
I'm like,
because
"You
our
crazy?"
freshman class was like 500 and something kids,
Mhm.
maybe almost 600. Our senior class was 215, 220.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, you're out.
Yeah.
We ain't playing no games with you.
Mm-mm.
Like you're out of here. If you can't academically compete, kick rocks.
Pretty much.
But now I would be interested to see how my school operates in this day and age where everybody's so uber sensitive. Because if you were a failure and you failed like classes or you failed it was known. Like he failed.
Yes.
You'd be like, oh my, oh
Tell
my
my
God.
business.
Yeah.
He failed.
In our school, they were a little bit more gentle. So you would be on academic probation. If you still didn't get it together, then you were out.
Academic probation happened at progress reports. So when your progress report came out, that's your academic probation. That's the warning.
Mm-hmm.
By the end of that 9 weeks, if it wasn't right,
You out of there.
yeah, this might not be for you. And then now you got to make a hard decision as a student. Like, now am I just gonna be embarrassed? Because you get embarrassed.
Yeah.
Because when you go to the other school, now you just the dude that you failed. You didn't move. You still live in the same house. You're
It's like, there go that singing nigga. Oh no.
Doing, oh no.
Oh no.
what's to say?
You was going to that school Jordan went to on the
Yep. Or like on the Fresh Prince.
That's a joke.
The only thing we didn't have was the Blazers. But it was like going to the school of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air going. Like
Mhm.
Because you had a uniform.
you had a uniform and you had a tie and you couldn't wear sideburns. Your sideburns had to be right, had to stop at your ears, and nobody had goatees. You had no beard, you had naked face. You just had porn stash with nothing else
And
on
like
your
you
face.
said, I would love to know how they're operating. Actually, both of
Well,
our schools.
You weren't even allowed to wear like braids and stuff like that. None of that existed. You couldn't wear braids. You couldn't wear none of that. Now I do know now they're letting the boys wear braids and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But we wasn't even allowed to wear tennis shoes. So you know how you still wear tennis shoes with your uniform?
Uh-huh.
Nah, niggas is out here with the hard bottoms.
Not the church
Yes,
shoes.
come on, Clydesdale, clap.
You out there with the churchy dips. You had to keep your fresh shoes in your book bag, and then what you had to try to do was when you was late because you had been at the girls' school around the corner, because literally a block over was the girls' school. So you over there too long, you running to get in the door because they stood at the door when the bell rang and shut it and looked through the glass to tell you to go to the late door. And now you at the late door, that's automatic detention. See you after school, pimp. So you running as hard as you can through traffic, almost getting hit by cars because you stayed at the girls' school too long. And then you forget, you get to class and they look down, Mr. Blocker, what choice of shoes did we wear today? That was Mr. Snodgrass. Oh, Mr. Snodgrass. I'd be like, man, you
Snodgrass.
Mr. Snodgrass.
Like
He was my homeroom. He was my homeroom teacher. Mr. Snodgrass, if you're still out there, you gave me hell. Like, you knew what I was doing. I was over at the girls'
and
school.
You shouldn't have been.
Doing, I got to live up to who I was at the time.
The Yamin turned into a Yamin, and now we Yamin.
Well, just don't call Debbie. Now I'm saying, now what I got to do, don't call Debbie. And it was a known thing. Like, come on, man, you can't call my mom Snodgrass. Like, so what we got to do? I need because remember, there's boards.
Yeah.
I need my boards clean after school. Man, I got practice. And I got a bus to catch.
That.
He said, well, then you got to figure that out. Oh, man. So then I would make other people do it. Because I was an athlete. I had that power.
This is why I can't stand y'all to this day.
Hey, you got detention in Snodgrass's room? Yeah. Hey, hit them boards. Well, who... hit the boards. I got practice. And if them boards ain't hit, you gonna get hit. So now hit them boards. Come in, you see the specific line. Appreciate you, homie. But then I would always do stuff like make sure when we at lunch.
Nigga, whatever.
At lunch, I make sure you write what you want. Get more than what you got, because they always fed the athletes more. So then get what you want. Appreciate you for hitting them boards. I'm not hitting no boards because our school was so disciplined. Detention was, if we go past this room and you're not in there, don't be in that room. You'd be like, damn. So the only way you got out of it is if you were an athlete or you had some type of extracurricular activity, and then that person would figure out what the punishment is in their, in their world. You know what I'm saying? So if it was football, you would have to run extra or do something extra. But
run, fuck that. I'll do these boards.
Or if it was a gym teacher or something like that, like if it was a gym teacher, you would have to do something like laps there. And see, that would be one of the punishments I would take. Like, well, can't I just do more laps in gym?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So then I get the gym, and instead of me doing whatever fun is doing, I gotta run I'm out there running.
No, you said boards. You said
can't do the boards because then if you're late for practice, then now you're in trouble again. But all these things are stress, right?
You brought it on yourself.
But what I'm saying is, you knew that there was consequences for your action.
Oh yeah.
These kids don't have shit.
Yeah.
So then you dealing with kids that at home parents are exasperated because they got to deal with work, and then they come home, then they got to deal with you. At school, I got to deal with my home and my kids, and then come home and deal with you. So then it's just tough because it's just, where do you get right?
I know.
And then putting pause on people just don't exist no more. Bullies are non-existent. These kids are the most friendliest bunch of kids I've ever seen in my life. It is a us versus them. Like, they don't, their thing is, we band together against y'all, the administration, the people. And we're like, man, if y'all don't sit y'all corny ass down somewhere,
fuck the man.
That's where they bond. Like, y'all lame.
Do the voice because my people.
See, I ain't gonna die from no bad heart. I ain't gonna die from no bad liver. Because I'm for all the people. I'm gonna die with the people because I am the people. I love the people. That's how they are. That's how they are. It's terrible. Sorry, we got comments.
Yeah,
and we got a show to do.
Yeah,
What does that say? Oh, that was that
yeah,
one. This was
hit them boards.
Yeah, hit them boards. Yeah.
Goodness. run. If I told him what.
Yeah, man, hit them boards for me. I need you to hit the boards. I gotta go to practice. What are you talking about? And that's where, see, they're not bred a lot of arrogance because you go to school and then if I was late, they would call me Bettis Face for the running back, the guy that played Jerome Bettis. Bettis Face, you late again? Hey.
We just stay here.
Because you couldn't lie because they're at the door. And the clock, our school was so crazy. If anybody is watching that, you went to school, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Hey.
They're at the door asking, are you late? With the clock right there. And all you could be is, hey. So you gonna let me in or what? Because there was a tardy door and there was an on-time door. So if you're late, go to that door so that they can mark you late. And if you're on time, you go through this door and then you can slide through. And most of the time, the guy who would let me through, God rest his soul, his name was Mr. Wheeler. Mr. Wheeler called everybody Elmo. Being a goddamn Elmo today, huh? Block, Bettis Face, your ass to that late door. I start walking to the late door. Who we playing this week? Come on, God damn it. Thank you, Wheeler. Yeah, Mr. Wheeler, he died. But Mr. Wheeler was like super old. Like he was the disciplinarian for people's fathers.
What?
Yeah. Like he would tell people, like, I remember your dad was an asshole. Come here.
I used to whoop your daddy ass.
Yes, your dad was an asshole. Now I'm dealing with you.
And then you can imagine talking to somebody like that now. You know what I'm saying? You would get in trouble.
You would definitely.
He would be straight up with, come here. I remember your dad was a goddamn asshole. Come here. And then he would do shit to people that was late. Oh, you want to be late? You don't want to go to the late door? No. Okay, I got something for you here, Elmo Face. He would take your ties and tie your tie together with that person. And then now you had to decide whose first period you was going to go sit in.
What?
Wait, the person that you were late
I promise you. So say me and you roll in late, right?
Uh-huh.
And we don't want to get in trouble because we're late. And we got different homeroom classes.
Uh-huh.
He would take our ties and tie them together and then say, no, so one of you guys pick which class you're going to go to and sit the hell in it. So then it would be like, who's going to get in more trouble if you don't go to class?
What if I just untie the tie?
Right.
Yeah, you better not. That's what I'm saying about discipline. Oh, that tie better stay tied.
So now we're both sitting there looking at the like,
yeah, and that would be the point. Yes.
We're not going to your class. We're going to my class.
Hey, man, anybody who went to high school with me that remembers Wheeler. And then we had Mr. Seville. So we used to call him Popeye because he played football, running back. He was a running back coach. Look, I got goosebumps thinking about him. He would do this. You get in his classroom. God damn it, blocker. You're over there messing with those girls again. I remember I went to, because most of the teachers went to the high school. I went here. I know. Well, you know what you got to get. You pick. Either you're going to take the tardy or the 6-inch blow.
6-inch blow.
He would take his fucking math book. I'm cussing. It was this thick. And you would sit your head 6 inches away from it. Now his forearms was big as hell. He would go.
Whoa. Wait.
Ain't no way in hell.
He hit you in the head with a book?
Right in the middle of your forehead.
Ain't no way.
And because you knew you didn't want to take that late, come on, man, let's get this shit over with.
No.
Now you walking around with a red knot in the middle of your forehead.
Looking assy again. So now we tied together and I got a knot on my
We both got titties on our forehead.
What?
Ain't no way.
That's high school.
Call the police on this nigga. This motherfucker hit me.
I promise y'all. That's why when these kids I'm thinking like, y'all have no idea what went down.
Wow.
Because you would get options.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, do I want to deal with the consequence of being late or just go ahead and take this quick 6-inch blow to the forehead? Let's go. Pow! And you sitting there dizzy with your eyes crossed and shit.
Looking stupid.
And he would say, now go sit down. And you go sit down and you still trying to get it together like.
You got that 6-inch.
Yeah. Man, this is what you took just by hanging with your girlfriend too long in the morning. That's it. You would gladly take that 6-inch blow to the forehead. Pow! I mean, I'm telling you, all you heard was thump. Damn. And when you see other people get it, it was just worse because in your mind you're thinking, damn, now he hit me like that. And yeah. And it was the same book. So then from years of him doing it to people. It had like an indentation at the spot. He would use the same book. And it's like, how does he get away with this? This is definitely
Child abuse.
Facts.
yeah.
Facts.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. When he said when I did compare my high school to prison because it kind of was. I mean,
Yeah, I think every school is close to a prison.
we didn't have there was no metal detectors, no need for none of
No,
that.
we did.
There was none of that.
But we've had a couple of incidents.
But to say, but y'all started off in the hood. There was bullet holes in y'all windows.
But we didn't have metal detectors then. When we moved downtown, we did. And then that's when all hell broke loose. It's a lot of shit going
Y'all
on.
were next
My
to
school needed metal detectors, and after everything that went down, they still never got none.
Hmm.
I went to Southeast, baby. A girl got hit in the head with a hammer.
yeah.
What?
People throwing rocks through buses and hitting people. It goes down.
Oh,
and then
no.
not too long ago, there was an incident where
Where the
a
kid got killed. He got stabbed.
Are you see at the
Mhm.
school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this happened last school year.
Yep, and that's November. Actually, it's coming
Mhm.
up on a year.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. These kids know nothing about school and what it used to go down. Like now, last story. Playing football, we go to a rival school called McKeesport. Now, McKeesport is where like a lot of like hood kids go. Here we go with majority white kids on a school bus going to go into McKeesport, where there's a lot of drug activity, gang activity, all activities that you see on the movie happens in McKeesport. So, am I lying? You know I ain't lying, because everybody be like, it's the water that they drink over there, because McKeesport is next to the river in Pittsburgh, and they still have active mills from the steel mills. They still have active mills over there, so the water's really, really brown,
Like it's that
Oh.
mercury in
and they drink that water. So everybody be like, it's the water they drink over there. But when I tell you these boys can play football, Lord have mercy. So we're going over there to play them, and the away team, their locker room is underneath the home team's bleachers. So you can hear them.
The away team is underneath.
The home team's
Team's bleacher.
bleachers.
Okay, gotcha.
So where we change is right above us is the home team's crowd.
Oh,
So they know that. So they stomping on the thing and talking shit. Y'all better not come out that damn locker room. We gonna whoop y'all ass. You can hear all that, right? And I'm gonna say it the way it needs to be said. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble. I am from the inner city and played inner city football.
Mhm.
So I'm like, well, then this is what we do. Then you go look at your teammates, and their eyes is like,
Like, golly gosh,
Yeah.
what's happening?
so we're gonna play out here, coach. And our thing is, our high school, you come out 2 by 2 with your arms locked out. We don't run out, we walk out. And it is very intimidating because we come out normal, we play physical, then we turn around and we walk back out. So there ain't no hooping and holler, ain't none of that. Our school is very by the book. So then now we lined up 2 by 2, and all we hear our coach say is, hey boys, better put your helmet on, they're throwing batteries. No, the story gets better. So all you can hear above us is ting, 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 ting. They were throwing them at our band that was out there, and then it's like a movie. I promise. I just need one person that was on that team. If Chucky D, you was there, Chucky D, that day, and we see the ambulance taking off a color guard because she got hit in the head with a battery. And we're like, we got to go out here. And as soon as we walk through those tunnels, all you hear off our helmet is ping, 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 ping. No one stops the game.
Nobody stopped.
Referees don't say shit. Let's go.
Let's
It's
get to
fucking
this
play.
fucking
Yeah.
game. We came here.
And the way our coach turned around, I'm like, damn, I think he's nervous. He turned around. Well, boys, let's go ahead and put those helmets on.
Did he have a helmet?
Nope. But he jogged out in front of us.
That makes sense. Let me get the fuck out there.
And all of you see, like we're standing there, you try to look around like, because we're helmet to helmet, everybody behind the helmet, but you see people leaning. You just seen the band hurrying up, scurrying off, and then they were carrying one of our color guards because she got hit in the head with a battery.
Now, how could you even be okay with doing that to somebody's baby?
It's the student section, like it's the kids.
No, I thought it was adults.
No.
Yeah, like, it might have been, but for the most part, it's the kids. It's the student. It might have been. It's rowdy when you go over there.
That makes sense. I thought it was the adults. I was about to say,
No.
wait a minute. That's somebody's
And so
baby.
then, like I said, you walk out from underneath the bleachers and you can see them. You're like, oh shit.
Oh,
And next thing you know, off of our helmets,
Did y'all win?
yeah, we won.
Okay, that's
the
all that
game
matters.
that Dad had to walk home from.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a whole nother story for another
yeah.
day. When we talk about disgruntled step parents who leave your father at the game and make him walk miles home. Oh, that's not funny. Oh man. Because it ain't funny because it was me. You know what I'm saying? Because people seen him, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they're like, yo, Block, is that your dad? Yeah, you want us to stop the bus? Where is he going? Nah, he's good. I didn't know he wasn't good. I would have had the bus.
oh.
Because I remember seeing him because it was a hill. All right, so it's messed up, right? We had to get a police escort out because we won.
Mhm.
So then
Niggas
now,
was mad.
yeah, so people were mad. So fights will happen in the parking lot.
Right.
So like you just already know this is gonna happen. So then they're telling us like, hurry up, get dressed. Like we got to get out of here. There's no time because usually you could talk with your family and all that stuff. And after the game, no, get on the bus, talk to the family at the school. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So then we get on, and then the police escort is getting us up out of there. And then the coach, because he had seen my dad hug me, and it's like, why is he walking up the hill? There's no parking up here. Like, where the hell is he going? So the coach is like, yo, Block, is that your dad? Is he okay? Yeah, he's cool. And then the bus just keeps breezing right past, and he just gave me the.
All right, now I see. Oh, Lord,
This dude,
give a fuck.
if I should GPS on my phone how far he had to walk home that night, because he got into an argument with his baby's mom because she wanted him to leave the game.
Mm.
And he was like, it's a good game. And my son is starting because I was a sophomore at this time. Like, that's a big deal. My son is starting. I'm not leaving. So she left him. And my mom is driving Greyhound at this time. And he was assuming that my mom was going to be showing up when my mom didn't come because she's driving the bus. So then he had to walk home.
And for clarification, that was his girlfriend, not baby mom.
Yeah, that was his girlfriend. So that's how that went down.
That's
she was just
Rasputia.
mad because her
She was Rasputia. She was mean for no reason.
she was she had reason. She was mad because her kids weren't us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
But
hold
bitch,
on.
that ain't our problem. Right.
He didn't play football. He chose to sell drugs. He's like, you want me to sit here and watch accomplishments?
Her house got shot up and everything.
Yeah, it did.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why we weren't allowed to go over there.
Mhm.
Her house got shot up.
Mhm.
It's crazy work.
So that's our life.
Yeah. So that's
That was a good rant.
so there's an old school rant for you there, cuz.
She said, "Where did the batteries come from?"
Where
Where the batteries come from?
they bought them and came to the game with them.
So they wasted good batteries
They
for no
were
reason.
or maybe they just had a surplus of old ones.
Yeah.
But I know one thing: when we walked out, anybody who watches this, just you go back and just you can tell people I wasn't lying.
But they
It
didn't
was
clean
a
out the
scary shit.
field. Like,
Well, so you figure it's not like down here. Almost every single field in Pittsburgh has a track around
yeah, that's
it.
true.
Yeah,
That's true.
most
So
likely.
you had the stands, then you
You
had
had
the
the track.
sidewalk,
Mhm.
then you had 8 lanes of track, then you had the sidelines.
Mhm.
And then we were going to the opposite sideline.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So the intimidation thing for them was we're gonna make you have to go through our stands, through our band, through our sideline where our team is at, and then you go to the other side. So by that time, you done got hit with at least 4 or 5 batteries. You know what I'm saying? So by the time when you finally got to the other side of the field, you was good, but you had to make it to the other side of the field. It was a great time to be alive.
All that to say that these kids don't have any consequences or discipline.
Right. There's nothing. These kids don't even play in the rain. It
Yeah, no.
rained today. They canceled football.
Mhm.
We're getting hit in the head with batteries, and that ball was kicked on time. Scream! Central, let's go. Niggas in the hallway like, I don't know about this. Batteries. You'll get a delay of game penalty if y'all don't get y'all ass out here. All right, boys, put your helmets on. We gotta go. Because he was a good coach.
crazy.
John Fischetti, he tried because he
Yeah.
tried to get them to relax. Like,
Mhm.
hey, we got to get these kids out of here. And I remember him coming back, and he, as a good coach, you wait for your cue. And they didn't change anything. My man gave us this. All right, boys, put your lids on. Gotta go. And he jogged out there in front of us, but didn't say like, come on, like,
right, like,
nah,
come on.
he took off.
Keep your asses out here.
I ain't got no helmet. Y'all do.
Right.
Oh man. That's
Crazy.
sad.
So I don't know if we have time for entertainment news now.
I don't
That was
know.
entertainment
Yeah,
news.
That was quite fun.
Hey, I'm glad that our lives can bring joys to others.
Because it wasn't funny then.
Yeah, I know.
Nah.
I would have cried. My ass is a fucking crybaby. You know how bad I would have cried.
Hostile environments, man. I had when we played our rival. This is how serious, because we only got 8 minutes or 7 minutes before our guests come. We played our rival, and this is the Tuckers. All right. So North Catholic's rival is Central Catholic and North Catholic are two rival schools. So like before this, every weekend I'm either at his house or their house because all the brothers went there, and they're at my house, vice versa. Eating spaghetti and lasagna and shit, like eating Little Caesar pizzas, the Bigfoots when they used to have the Big Johns from Pizza Hut. He's like a family member. He called me right now. There's a problem. I'm there for him as best way as I can be. Their family was our family. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But this week when we play each other, we're not family, right? So we stayed the night at the Tucker's house on Thursday because both sets of parents was like, don't take this too seriously. Now, y'all are still friends at the end of the day. Don't take this too seriously. And so then I stayed over their house on that Thursday, going to school on Friday. And I'm like, you know what? Okay, I won't take this too seriously because they're my friends.
That's my guy.
That's my guy. And I love him. We grew up. We played youth ball together on the same team. We grew up together. God damn it. This is my friend. So then the once again, these schools set you up. The away team is on the top of the mountain behind the home team, meaning we got to walk down this big ass hill to get to the field, right? So the home team is on one side of this building and the away team is on the other side of the building. So we're like, this is kind of a fucking setup. Why do we have to walk? We could have just got dressed on the other side of the field. Like, what's the deal? Nah, y'all get dressed here. Okay, I said, all right, cool. So then, I put my little, shoulder pads on. And one of the little rituals that you do is you go outside with your gear on because you just want to be like, yeah, I'm that nigga. Everybody guys see me. My shoulder pads big. I'm that guy.
Let me show you
And
something.
then, my friends came out the locker room. They looking at me like, well, shoot, what we going to do? I'm like, what we going to do? But, and then I go back in the room like, oh,
That's my guy.
those are my guys. I'm so proud of them. So, and then as the night falls, you start to see their team, their fans line up in front of the damn locker room. So once again, here we go with hey, what the hell is this? I'm trying to tell y'all, and these are mind games they play. So in front of the away locker room, there's a line on both sides, like the Soul Train line. So when you come out to their fans right there in your face, right? And so their mother wore a distinct hairstyle. She kind of had like the Nefertiti thing going on in her head, right? So blocker Dugan was the other, good player on our team. Lead us on the field. I'm like, you damn right. Put my damn helmet on because we about to do this out here, baby. So then I'm like, but where's my mom? I don't see my mom because my mom was always there. Like, let's go. Like, so they didn't let our fans over there. Our fans were way over there. So I'm like, damn, we gotta walk all the way through these things. I'm like, oh man, I don't see any friendly faces. You know what I'm saying? So then I see the Nefertiti hair through the stands. Like, I'm like, she's coming to say what's up to her son because I was just at your house. So she's coming to say what's up to her son.
Good game. Have a good game.
She came through the crowd, looked me in the eye and was like, boo, boo.
I do remember you.
And I'm not talking about just boo and then laugh and leave it alone. She booed me in my face, coming down. She booed me in my face, eye to eye, like this. And then she was still booing me as I walked past.
Yes, because fuck you.
Wait, I got you. This is what she gave you.
It was insane, man. This shit was insane. And so then I get on the field, right? Okay, so then we get on it gets worse. We get on the field, right? And I'm like, once again, here I go. Like, is it really this serious, guys? I'm not really for this life. I don't know, is that their number or not? Okay, I don't know. They wouldn't have mine. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm really for this life, guys. Like, I don't know. This is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? So then I turn into, this is me now, God damn it. Shit, y'all gonna boo me. And so then when they came out, they coming out, my boy, yeah, all right? So my boys come out, the band is playing, and I'm looking at them like, man, you know, that's my guys. And I'm still like, we about to have fun. Nah. So the first play of the game, Colin, he's the baby brother. The first play of the game, he's their star. I'm the other team star. And they're like, we want to see what these two black dudes going to do when they have to hit each other. So the coach literally called the play for me to have to hit him the first play. I'm like, I don't think we should do that. He's a little charged up. I'm a little bit more level-headed. I think this is going to hurt.
He's at a 10, I'm at a 5.
He's there. I work into the football game. He's already like, and that's really the person I am. That's even how I coach my kids. Don't come in so high because then it's a long drop.
Yeah.
Start off even keel, and we're gonna work our way into this thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't know if I want to hit this dude first play of the game. First play of the game. Blocker, we're gonna go right at Tucker. We're gonna show him what we got. Are we? Because he's ready.
And I'm still trying to process being booed by my
I was
mom.
just booed. This whole beginning is not it.
Oh, God.
So then now once again, this family is they're a religious family. They don't cuss a lot. You know what I'm saying? And Colin wasn't a big cusser or anything like that, right? So then first play, I got to hit Colin. And when I hit him, it was a solid hit. Now, I can say it now, it hurt me a little bit. Like my shoulder, I was like, ugh. And bang, it was a stalemate. He didn't move backwards. I didn't move backwards. So we just literally collided. It's one of those hits now that people probably get in trouble for.
You get in trouble for that?
Because it was almost helmet to helmet.
Oh, okay.
And so I look at him like, yeah. He was like, you won't do that no more, bitch. This is all this happens within 20 minutes of each other. I'm like,
wait a minute.
Since when did you start cussing? Like, I'm sorry, the comments. Since when did you start cussing? First of all,
not booing you.
Yeah, I'm getting booed. What the? We just ate Little Caesars on Thursday. What? We just had Little Caesars, bro. Like, this is where we're at.
Oh my God.
So then I'm gonna tell you, and I promise you, he can tell you that this shit is true. So he was having a hell of a game. I'm talking about like he was out there like an animal, just whooping our ass up and down the field. But we was keeping up, and I kicked in the gear, right? Okay, well, we're gonna make this fair for both of us. And so that I did that. I kicked in the gear. So then it was a good game, and it came down and he got an injury. And I said, I looked at him, I said, hey man, because you my boy. I said, no, hey, stop this. This ain't worth it. We got a whole, because this is the first game of the season.
What did he injure?
His leg was hurting because he had come in with a pre-existing injury. So I said, hey, bruh, I see you limping. This is my boy I'm talking to. All right, now cut the shit. We about to win anyway. Now cut the shit. That's it. Now we got a whole season. Go, just sit down. It's over. Straight face. Shut the fuck up. Man. Don't worry about it. Shut the fuck up. I said, now see, that's why we whooping y'all ass. See?
I would have kicked him in his leg. Motherfucker.
We literally just ate Little Caesars pizza yesterday. Because today's Friday. Thursday, we ate Little Caesars. Your mother booed me. You called me a bitch and you told me shut the fuck up. In one night.
Now, what was the aftermath?
After the game was over, Like, so that Monday we laughed about it. And here's the funny part. We were both in the newspaper for it. I still have the newspaper article. I still have it to this day. And he was the pitcher. I'm in the write-up. But there's a picture of him. And in this picture, his eyes are white. Like when I tell you, yeah, he looked like Raiden from Mortal Kombat. His eyes are white. His face is like, the nigga was possessed. Like, one day, you just remind me, I'll show you. I still have it. I have access to it. Like, it's literally, I can get to it tonight and probably take a picture of it. But it's like, this is where I come from with football. And down here, they stop it because of rain.
That's what I'm saying. And
like, I don't get that.
Let me ask this question because then we do have
our guests are here. Yeah.
So what is missing? Like, is this a northern southern thing, or is this just football altogether?
Like, no, it's not a southern thing, because in Texas they play football hardcore. This is a North Carolina thing, and not even so much a North Carolina, West Side North Carolina. This is like East Side stuff, because it's different. On the West Side, they play different than they do on the East Side. Over here, there's a lot of rules and red tape, and we don't have turf. So everybody, I don't want to mess up the field because, lacrosse has to use it. And hey, until lacrosse brings in 20,000 people for a game, tell lacrosse to shut up.
Yeah.
We're playing football.
Yeah.
And see, that's where I come from. Who? What sport? Soccer need. Give a damn about soccer. Yeah. We'll cancel y'all soccer game.
Yeah, because like you said,
football will be played.
Texas, they're serious about it.
Texas, Georgia, Florida. Florida, they get in trouble for betting on youth games. Youth games will be.
Lord Jesus.
Anyway, we have guests that are here.
Not the face.
And so cuz you got your rant. So if y'all know why I'm a little intense sometimes, that's where it comes from. Yeah.
You my boy.
And then he'll laugh and say, I didn't say that. You said it.
Yes, lip twitch.
A part of me was hurt. Like,
no. That's my best friend.
Over these guys? This is us, baby.
Be a team.
Shut the fuck up. Are we doing this? Yeah, we just.
Now, what did Miss Tucker say about booing you?
She just laughed. That was the worst. I think that hurt me more than Colin cussing at me, because I thought she was going to say, have a good game. All right, have a good game, but we going to. No. Boo. Here we go. Boo. 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 I'm like, why are they letting her walk next to me? Where's the rope? Back her up.
Yeah. She said right.
Oh man, good times, good times. All right, so coming up, we have the directors from the Raleigh Film and Arts Festival, and so we're going to talk to them live about the festival that I'm pretty sure we're going to get the date, but I'm pretty sure it's October 4th to the 6th. So give us a second. So we're going to switch gears real quick, get them in here, and then we're going to talk about some art, man. All right, because athletics, as you can see, that's where we're at. So this is TDS Radio. Give us a second, and we will be right
back, y'all.
Back.
Go up.
Why do I always have to mess this part up? What's up? It's your man, Coach Block, one half of TDS Radio. And as you can see, there is a seat filled to my right. But we'll go back around the room for those who are new to introduce. I am with my sister, Sophia Kim.
Hey, y'all.
And the dopest engineer in the game, OBLI. Oh. And then we have Ms. Bell. Ms. Bell, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Malcolm Bell, and I am with the Raleigh Film and Art Festival.
And so,
Coming sensual.
I know, right? We're going to get that out of you with this messy letter.
Right.
Everybody starts off real smooth till they hear the craziness that's written in. It's like, now this. Okay, so before we get into the Raleigh Arts or Film and Arts Festival, we're going to do something that we like to do with our guests called the messy letter. And so this messy letter, Kim is going to read it. It's going to be messy, and then we just give some advice, and then we'll talk about what you got going on. Is that cool?
Okay.
That's awesome.
All right, let's rock. Yeah. Oh, sorry. See, you know I don't be on point. Now, everything else was right. Introductions, everything was smooth, and then the graphics always be one damn thing. The messy damn letter. See how y'all act. Okay.
This one says, it's short, sweet, but messy.
Okay.
Post this anonymously. What should one do if you're in love with one girl that you made a mistake with? Jump the gun because I overthink and have trust issues, but I'm engaged to another woman. I feel like I can't live without the other girl, but I want to be married, but she wasn't ready for that at the time that I was. So I asked the other woman. Now, I was not dealing with them at the same time. She doesn't want to deal with me because I'm engaged, but I want her in my life. What should I do?
It was short, so you gotta read it again because I'm trying to understand. Like initially, the letter seemed as if he was dating this person while he was married. And you're saying it's or engaged, but then it says he wasn't.
No, so there's two different women.
All
so
right.
I'm gonna read it again.
Yeah.
He said, what should one do? He might as well just say, what should I do if I'm in love with one girl, but I made a mistake with her and I jumped the gun because I overthink and have trust issues. Now I'm engaged to another woman. I feel like I can't live without the other girl, but I want to be married. But she wasn't ready for that at the time that I was. So I asked the other woman. No, I was not dealing with them both at the same time. She doesn't want to deal with me because I'm currently engaged, but I want her in my life.
It seems like they answered their own question.
Most times they do.
Yeah, we just go into the foolishness for the sake of trying to assist. I'm lost in the middle somewhere.
So he essentially wants
Yes.
the other girl.
Right.
But he's currently engaged to a new one because he said that he was overthinking and he had trust issues and he just wants to be married.
Right.
This girl, obviously was okay with it. The new girl's okay with it. So
Right.
she went ahead and, accepted the proposal.
Okay.
But he still wants the old girl back.
Right.
Because he's like, I feel like I cannot live
So
without
who
you.
broke off the other relationship?
Obviously, he did.
Yeah, I
If he
think he
has
did.
the trust
Because he had the trust issues, right?
And he was overthinking.
And he said he was overthinking and he made a mistake.
Right.
And she also wasn't ready.
And he jumped the gun.
Right.
And she wasn't ready. Okay. So
But he's now moving on with this other girl. But then he's like, nah, but I still want this girl.
They're looking back.
Just move the fuck on.
Yes, Obi. I'm fed up with you. So anyway, mama girl.
Yeah, let's talk about the festival. Like, because what else could you say? Like at this point in time, bro, you knew you messed up. You lost the good one. You, as they say, you fumbled the bag, my guy. And by fumbling the bag and then jumping the gun to a new relationship so quickly, you didn't even give yourself time to process and heal from the other relationship. So then now you realize whatever mistake it was that you made, because now you're openly admitting you had trust issues. So basically, you probably thought she was doing something she wasn't doing, and all that other nonsense. And now here you are with innocent person who's happy about getting married,
and you think about another chick.
And now you over here with the other chick on your mind,
who might not even be thinking about you in that way, because she already said, I don't want to get married. So how am I in y'all relationship when I don't want to be?
See, I done told you about the Black Husbands group yesterday. This is something that would be. Did you get it out of their group?
No,
out of our group?
No.
I'm in this group. I'm in this group, 56,000 men strong, and it'd be stuff like this, and you'd be like, brothers, we can't help this. This is you. There's no way as a man I could tell you any advice besides you jump the gun too soon and premature. The best thing that you can do is be honest with the person that you're engaged to, break that off, and then try to shoot your shot with the lady from the past. But you already know the boundaries that have been set with her.
Yes.
On top of the fact that you probably accused her of something that she wasn't doing. So then now you talking about, I had trust issues. I ain't got them no more. Well, that's what happens when you date out of your league.
Right.
Because you probably dated out of your league.
And the other thing is, why should anybody trust you if you're already doing things like this? Like,
Is it this one?
It's the last
Last
one.
That's the last one. Okay.
Why are you worried about another woman if you were engaged? Nigga, what? Facts.
Because you knew you made a mistake.
But why are you in such a rush to get married? Like, just keep dating.
I would like to know his age.
It didn't say.
Yeah.
He was he also was in a rush to write this letter because there was a lot of errors and I had to make do.
Or he's one of those students that I was talking about earlier that just can't seem to put it together because they're no longer teaching you how to use punctuation. So it's just everything is just one big run-on sentence. So he could be very, very young.
He could. Does that seem like young men mentality?
That seems like lack of maturity mentality.
Yeah.
I know older guys that would definitely write that letter right now.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Because they're going to base the first relationship off of insecurities that have happened to them from someone else. So that whole lack of trust thing, because somebody else cheated on them. So then they meet this girl and they really like her. Or like I said, you're dating somebody who you're possibly insecure with because maybe she's at a different level in life that you're not in. So then now you look at her like she must be doing something crazy. When in actuality, she's just doing what she do. You got insecurities. Now you try to flush that on to another person. Then once she was like, then now you
like what?
now you go like, well, then I ain't gonna be in this no more. And then you go find somebody that can accept it, but then you found the person that could accept it really ain't what you wanted. But they accepted your terms and conditions. So then you like, see, I'm gonna marry this one because they accepted my terms and conditions, and you're not happy.
Right.
So other girl made you happy. This one is just the
filler.
Yeah, you got me through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that don't sound like it's going to end well.
Nah.
It doesn't.
And I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're engaged. Please end it before you go any further, because if you don't have kids, you've been blessed. And if y'all haven't put out any money for the wedding or anything yet, you're ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
And because as a man, there's no advice I can give you that would sound emotionally nurturing. This would be like if it was just men in a room. Nigga, you done effed up.
Yeah.
Now you come to us now. Right. Tell that woman you don't want to be bothered with her.
Exactly, because you're gonna resent her, and every little thing she does is gonna get on your nerves. I don't like the way she washed dishes.
You're gonna be comparing her to the other one.
Yeah.
Yes.
She gotta pay for you not making up your mind.
Right.
And she don't even know what's going on. She probably, he just battling demons. No, he wants that other woman.
Right. And then figure out why you want that other woman so bad. That's the thing. Because y'all did break up, and then now you want to revisit. Figure out why you want her so bad, and then it may not necessarily be her. It just may be something that she did for you. And then if it's something that she did for you, wait till you find the right person. That's it.
Yeah, because
There is nothing wrong with dating. Like, I believe people should be serial daters until you find the right person.
Say that shit again.
Like,
Because people literally are rushing, like, slow down. I understand you're excited. I understand you might like this person, but you probably scared her off with the whole, like, I want to get married. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I did that though. I ain't gonna lie.
You did?
I did that with Chiquita.
Oh.
Like, so one morning, and because my intrusive thoughts at times
Yes.
win. Like, I'm on the spectrum. We've addressed that.
Like on the way here.
Yeah, like on the way here. One minute I was like, the next one I'm like, but So I didn't mean for it to come out, but we were talking about relationships. And in that conversation that morning, I was like, yeah, I'm done. We're going to be together. And she looked at me like, yeah, I'm good. You?
Now, see, that would make me say, well, time to hit the dusty trail.
Nice seeing you.
Literally.
This was a nice dinner.
It was because at times men, when you know, like that saying for men, when you know, we do.
Mm-hmm.
Now then you start doing other stuff because you're like, let me make sure. And then that's usually where we F up. Like, and then you get caught trying to make sure. You're like, no, wait, that's probably what happened to him. I was just trying to make sure, damn it. Chill. And you mess up. But when you know, it doesn't take us very long. It's like, nah, And so sometimes intrusive thoughts come out. You're like, yeah, this is it for me. Like, you didn't discuss that with me. Nah. I'm like, well, I discussed it with me.
Now I'm discussing it with you.
Now I'm discussing it with you.
So glad you said something.
You good? Let's go get breakfast. And that's kind of how
this is the thing.
Yeah, this is the thing now.
But
Yeah. You're no longer dating other people.
Not at all.
But in his case, he messed up somebody else that he wasn't really interested in. Your one is her, the previous chick. And instead of fixing that or deciding how you can make that better, you went and now messed up somebody else's life.
Right.
And that's not fair. So allow this person to get over you sooner rather than later. Because, don't lead this woman on. That's so not fair.
Right. Because no one wants to be in a marriage and it's like, I found out you settled for me and you really didn't want me.
Well,
You about to have a whole waiting to exhale moment. Car and kaboom.
I ain't missing the comment, am I? This one?
No,
this one. Yeah. Nah, I'm just saying, you know my theory. And the older you get, you are now marrying you're marrying number two.
Yeah.
Because you had a heartbreak and now you thought that was your one. And then now you moved on. So now you're on number two.
Yeah. But still there's some people that settle where it's like, I don't think I'll take what I can get.
Damn. Don't be that person either side.
Okay, no.
And the marriage looks and feels like it where you see two people, you're like, y'all didn't.
And their
really
pictures
want each
don't
other.
be right when they smile. It like it hurt.
Oh.
Somebody always with upset.
Even with the kids.
Yeah.
Just pitiful.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Don't do that to her because that's terrible to find out like you didn't really want me, but you just wanted to experience marriage. That's not fair. That's not fair.
So as women, how would y'all handle it being the fiance?
We know what Obi would
Say,
do.
don't ask me.
Well, you already said you would burn shit up.
I'm waiting to exhale.
Yeah, that okay.
I'm playing Mary J. Blige. Do you hear me? I'm not gonna try no
All
more.
right, we got that opinion.
This is finding out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
This
you're
whole
the
situation.
you're the person that he's engaged to,
And I find out
And
he
now-
got his whole
and now he's telling you this, or you
love for
find out.
someone else. It's time to go. It's time to go.
Absolutely.
No, point blank in the period. I know like that's probably easier said than done. I don't know what her emotions are in that situation as well. She's got to do what's best for her. And if somebody isn't, I don't want to say 100%, but if somebody isn't about you, then move on.
Yeah. And you'll be happier that you did.
Exactly.
Like I know it's going to sting because it's like in your mind, you've already planned the wedding and, you got the house and the kids and all stuff like that. But it's not with him because he don't want you like that. So it's just, look, I'd rather you hurt my feelings now than for us to have done all this and then find out, I didn't really want you. She was the one. Then kaboom.
Right. Exactly.
Because we done did all this. Like, nah. But in the beginning stages, I can't kaboom just yet. It's just more so like, fuck you. Let me go and take your damn ring and I'm going on about my day.
That shit.
I'm
keeping
want
it.
You gonna keep
it?
it? I'd be like, I don't want this. It's gonna be a reminder of you. Take that.
Get some money off of that thing.
And I hope she gives you a STI.
Oh,
Why is that your go-to? Damn.
Because I know you're gonna wake up and be like, I'm burning.
Yes.
Ouch. That's not nice.
Well, neither is proposing to me when you knew you didn't want me.
Yeah.
No, what?
Well,
Not
maybe
thinking
he
that
did
through.
want her. It's just like I said, the problem is he didn't give himself time. Like you might have 2 quality women, but you know, there may be something that she did that this new one is or his fiance is not doing. And he'll end up getting with the other girl and missing the fiance.
Yeah.
You're caught in between 2 women. You have to make a hard choice, my guy.
Mhm.
And that sucks. And there are guys that get in that situation and don't know how to articulate themselves. And on this platform, we all say, go to therapy. Get yourself together so that maybe you can put some pieces together that'll allow you to select or not select, but be more comfortable with whatever woman is for you. Because both of these women can't be for you.
Yeah.
Something's lacking.
Yeah.
You didn't want her. Now you don't want her.
Yeah.
Negro is you.
But you just wanted marriage. Yeah. And that's the thing that scares me. And like you said, he needs to go to therapy to figure out, because why are you wanting marriage so bad? It's not even I want to get married to you. I just want to be married. That's crazy.
Maybe she cooks well.
But no, he didn't even say that. Like, there's no redeeming qualities other than the simple fact that he said, I wanted to get married and she didn't.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Unless somebody want to be taken care of. And that's a red flag.
he got a lot he needs to figure out first,
He
and
wants,
not drag people into that.
Right.
Figuring out.
Right.
he wants to be taken care of.
It does. Like,
Oh man, like
the
if she
end
don't
of
make smooth grits, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
Lumpy ass microwave grits.
5 o'clock. Why isn't dinner ready, bitch? Like, what? Sir, you sound like you kind of want to be taken care of.
He might.
Mhm,
He might.
A little bit.
He might.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but at least let that person know who you are pursuing, that's what you're looking for. And there's a lot of homemakers that's ready. So, yeah, it's tragic.
Yeah, I feel bad for the soon-to-be wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is terrible. Like that's going to take some time for her to get right, because it's like, does it say yes? Now you're invested.
Yeah. And I done told my friends, and planning process starts and all that stuff. So then now it's like someone took your dream and said, boop.
Pop that
Red ballooned it.
But that's okay. Like I said, I would rather know now than for us to have this whole thing and build a family and all stuff like that, and then find out that you chasing behind another chick. Yeah, nah. I don't know if mentally I would be able to handle that.
Yeah, that drives my crazy.
Right.
So,
That would drive
all
me
right. So
over.
then, so that we can get into some information about the festival, let's give our final piece of advice. My final piece of advice is rip the Band-Aid off. Tell the lady that you are engaged with that I wouldn't necessarily say that you have feelings for another person. I would just try to get to the point of, this is not what I want to do moving forward. It's going to hurt her, and you're going to see that hurt, but I think she would probably appreciate you being more honest with her now. Get this thing over with. Keep it rolling. Do not continue this relationship in any stretch of the imagination, sir, and then go seek therapy.
And hopefully she's emotionally stable.
You better pray she is.
Because if she ain't, it still might be
Obi's
bad.
cracking her knuckles right now. She don't even know, old girl. She about to be like, girl, I'ma ride with you.
Let me know.
You notice both hands was under the table. Like, oh, what you got going on under there? Yeah. She rocking back and forth. Like, oh, she ready to call old girl. Like, yo, we got to ride on this nigga tonight. You got on all black. I do.
Okay, let me put on my soundtrack real quick.
Final words of advice?
I agree. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Take time to yourself, because it seems like you said, Ken, there's a lot of back and forth, meaning your mind isn't really made up, and you got people's hearts you're dealing with.
Yeah.
And that is very, very delicate.
Yeah. O's burning everything up. All
Still
right. O's lighting shit on fire. So then we'll just go ahead and slide it to Kim. So,
Slow the bitch
so
down.
Kim,
I mean, what you both of you said, I agree. Like, take some time for yourself, rip the band-aid off now. I'm hoping that she is an emotionally stable person and does take you on, appreciates that. Let's do it now instead of later. But then you're also not responsible for how she reacts. That's something that she's gonna have to go to therapy for. And then you take your ass to therapy. Stop playing games with people.
Yeah.
Because if she does go kaboom to your car, you deserve that shit.
yeah, don't even get mad and be like, women, nah, bro.
Nah.
The man delegation will tell you, like, nah.
And
we're gonna shut the door on your
start
ass.
the fucking podcast being mad at every woman because of what you did.
You're gonna get on somebody's podcast and talk
Let me
crazy.
tell you why.
Yeah.
Because 79% of engagements end with the woman doing something wrong. Where'd you get your statistics from?
Right. About the bullshit you did.
Is that a new comment? I can't see.
Yeah.
She said, I'm upon the ring like, oh.
Okay. Get that money. Period. I got bills to pay. You ain't about to.
So
let's switch gears.
Yeah, so we're gonna switch gears. Nigga, we've been talking crazy all day.
All day.
It's cool. I like these shows. So we have a quick video that we're going to show you that's going to give you some of the visuals of the Raleigh Film and Arts Festival, and then we're going to get into some details. And I see you got talking points. You came ready, so we're going to make sure you hit your talking points. Yeah, all right. So here's a quick video.
Is the room where we can all meet.
Hey y'all, my name is Jen Just Right, and I am excited to be able to see the amazing films on tonight.
Matthew Donegan here to support various artists in the Raleigh community.
I am Lillian Thompson, and I'm here to sell some of my coloring books.
I feel like there's so many genuine connections that are happening.
I joined the film festival because I want a chance to meet some folks who are also excited to collaborate.
You know, it's a mixed bag. You get whatever, and everybody brings something great to the table.
Awesome. So, there we go.
There we go.
So,
art
that was just a glimpse of the Arts Festival from last year.
Yeah.
And so you guys are rolling with this. This is now the 12th.
Yes, we are on our 12th year.
Super dope.
I also want to shout out the, I'll say production company, Basement to Balcony Productions, Kim Branson, who shot that amazing video. He's actually one of our festival sponsors this year.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're on our 12th year. We're excited for this 3-day celebration to bring the community and the arts together, especially celebration of filmmakers and film local and abroad. And yeah, it's an exciting time, busy time. They're very exciting.
So is 3 days, are the days themed, or just how does each day work?
So Friday is our opening celebration where we have our DJ Damu, who will be curating the sound. We'll have food and refreshments for attendees. Spoken word performances by the Detour Slam team on Friday night, and a keynote speaker, Nick Neptune, will be joining us.
Dope.
And our host is Jennifer Bryant. And it's just a night to just bring in the festival in a nice way and celebrate the rest of the happenings for the film screenings.
Cool.
Yeah.
And how many submissions do you guys typically get?
So it could range from, so last year was like around a little over 100. This year we got over 200 submissions and selections that will be screening.
Wow.
Now, how long is that process? So like, when are they submitted, and then when do you pick?
So actually, submissions start like August of the year before. So right now you can submit for next year.
Gotcha.
And then they close, I want to say like around the end of June.
Okay.
And then we notify filmmakers around July
Okay.
if they were selected.
Okay. Dope.
And are these films of all genres?
Yeah, so we have a bunch of more short films this year that we selected, and the genres are like, it varies. We have a lot of high school filmmakers that submit.
That's dope.
We're, I believe, I want to say, please correct me if I'm wrong, team. We are the largest high school film festival in Raleigh.
Okay. Dope.
If I'm not sure about North Carolina, but Raleigh for sure. And we have documentary films, music videos, best trailer, things like that. And it's definitely a range of genres that have been submitted.
That is so awesome.
So can I ask you a question about just, Kim and I do this thing every Tuesday called Blockbusters, where we've watched some type of movie or some type of film and we rate it. How are you feeling about just movies right now in general that are in the theaters? Because we are not happy with a lot of what we're seeing. Some of the films that I've watched, they seem rushed. Like, you got a good story and then all of a sudden ending. You're like you say, we didn't develop any characters
there
here.
was
It's
no
just,
character development.
so how do you feel about film right now on the big screen for those big production studios?
I would feel the same way. I feel like something has happened where there was a phase out of creativity, I would say.
Yes.
Like, even when you said with the stories, it could be the acting is bad. Maybe they had a possibility with having a good story, but they didn't get the right actors, or it wasn't shot right, or they like, there's so many elements and layers to storytelling, which what filmmaking is. And I'm just hoping that as we move along in the future, that there's some stars that kind of shine through, if you will. I saw a friend of mine sent me a film by Ryan Coogler.
What is it? Not Sinister, but Sinners.
Yes.
Yeah, with
Sinners,
Michael B. Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's, I believe, an original script, and the trailer looks great.
Insane,
so
right.
hopefully that inspires not only more of his stories to be in different genres, but better original stories to be shared.
What is something that you're tired of seeing in films? Like, I can give you probably about my top 3 things that I'm tired of, especially in Black cinema. What are some things that you're tired of seeing and you're just wishing that we could just grow past?
That's a long list. Let me think. I would say definitely a project that's rushed. You can clearly see that you didn't take your time. And just my background is in film, so I know that some film projects take like years, longer than 3 years. And so I feel like we're at a time where you don't really need to rush, because your project is your project. Nobody besides who's working with you should know about you working on it. And just be intentional with your stuff. I could say what I want to see more. I want to see more good storytelling, that there's a range. There's not just talking about the stereotypical stuff that we see in our communities. Like, you can create worlds, and there's no limits to what you can do with that power. So be creative, be open to exploring things that you haven't seen, because I think we need more of the stuff we haven't seen. And a lot more inspiration in creating.
Do you feel like, when one thing I rewatched it today was Cat Williams talking about plants, industry plants, because you see these people over and over again and you're not seeing how they developed. It's just one day they're boom. So with the films that you actually get access to, and then films that you've watched, do you see that, hey, there's some great talent that's not getting in these doors? And then if you do see that, what's your advice for them to get into some of these doors so that they can be seen on a larger platform?
I see amazing talent all the time. I want to go back and highlight again the high school film festival, because I was a judge the first year I got involved with the organization, and I will say that was, I won't say the best, very impressive filmmaking for their age. Acting, videography, writing, all of it, like how the soundtrack and music was composed.
Yes.
So
music makes a film.
It really does.
I think that's also what's missing from a lot of these movies. We don't get soundtracks anymore. Like we don't get the soundtracks. We're looking forward to, like, what was that song we heard in the background? Like, you don't get that anymore.
Or even the build up. Like one of the movies that I think their soundtrack is phenomenal, but it doesn't have, like actual notable artists, is Road to Perdition. The music is so powerful in that movie that whatever's happening in that scene, you immediately feel it. But like to your point, you just don't get that anymore. Right. So for these high schoolers to be able to know that and then, find this music that just fits so perfectly to the scene, that is dope. I commend them. That's what you're not seeing.
No, it's not. Like, it's not.
And I think
those students are in the building. I don't see them.
I think to also add to your question, I don't think it's about trying to get into the rooms. I think it's time to create your room. I think it's time to use the tools and resources that you have to create, because we have the internet, and just keep working and put your projects out there, connect with people who are willing to work with you to film and make a project, and just keep sharing. Don't stop creating because you feel like you need to be at a certain level. Like Issa Rae started on YouTube.
Right. And did with her little nappy fro. Like, oh, hey, girl.
So, yeah, at this point, to me, make your own path, because there is just so many more opportunities that new actors, filmmakers, and even writers and producers have that back when the industry was started, they didn't. So network would be also my advice. You never know who you're talking to or who you're in a room with. So just be sure to be willing to talk to people, and that may open doors that you never thought would open.
And so, I'm sorry, we have a comment?
All the way down.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you able to check out these films if you aren't in the state of North Carolina?
So unfortunately, no. We did one year in 2020 have a virtual film festival because of the pandemic, though. Our film festival is in person.
Okay. So like the high schools that have submitted those, do you guys put out like the information about them so that we can check them out in NC, or?
We share information, like a synopsis, the title of the film, and then who the director is. And then you can always reach out to our team and we can provide more information if there's a specific filmmaker you would like to connect with.
Okay. And what are some of the things, like, so are they winning awards or anything, or is it just more so to showcase?
So that's a great question. So on Sunday, after our second half of film screenings, we have our closing celebration and awards. And yes, we give out awards for all the categories that we have. And it's an exciting time because everyone's like anticipating, like, did I win or not?
Right.
Yeah, throughout the weekend.
And so how long do you spend in a day watching these films?
So we actually have an amazing film team that sits and I would say watches hours for weeks of the films once they get submitted and then selects from them.
Cool.
What's some of the judges' criteria for the films that are selected for the festival?
They look at everything. Like when I say that making a film project has elements, so like how is it written? How are the actors? How is it shot? Is the entire project cohesive and compelling enough for me to follow and be engaged with the story?
Unlike From, because that is not cohesive. There is like 9 different storylines, and I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm like, for me, the way my mind works, okay, this is our story, right? And then now all of a sudden you give me this, and now I'm over here and I'm in that story, and then now you want to branch off and give me something else from the. Let's get back to why we're even doing this anymore. We're not answering any questions. And we're 3 seasons in.
3 seasons.
I'm invested in this show, and I'm still not. I don't have no answers.
No. But then that's even with movies. Like I don't know if you got a chance to see Halle Berry's new movie, Never Let Go.
Oh, see, I don't do scary.
Oh, you don't? Mm-mm. Well, girl, it wasn't scary. So I'm telling you right now, it was terrible. Terrible.
Wait.
Terrible.
It's one of those trailers where they try to get you excited to go see
it. The trailers were the scariest part. If you saw the trailer, you saw the scariest parts. I'm going to tell you that now.
Wow.
But it introduces a million themes. There's no actual resolution. And there was no character development. And it's one of those movies that after you watch it, you're left to actually try to figure out what it is that you just watched and have your own answers. So like I told, my brother on Tuesday, I don't know if it was about mental disorder like schizophrenia, or if it was about faith, or if it was supposed to be about the psychological, thriller sort of. There was 3 different themes, and I don't know which one it is.
You left with more questions.
Girl, I want to reach out to Holly and be like, so can you jump on Zoom? Because what just happened,
right.
But I'm noticing that's happened a lot with some of these movies where it's just like, well, you figure it out on your own. No, I need you to answer these questions. Like you introduced these themes, you came to us. And then even when you're sitting at the table and you're doing the table read, or you're watching, reading the script, y'all all collectively in a room said, this is it. Nice. This is genius.
Let's give this to the people.
This needs to go to theaters. People are going to love it.
They're going to understand.
Terrible.
Right.
Terrible. So one of my questions that I have for you, without throwing too much shade, what are your thoughts on people who get stuck and don't necessarily listen or try to get the help that they need to improve?
Tyler Perry. Just say it. We run this. It's ours. We ain't got to worry about no syndication or nothing like Tyler Perry. I know you probably see high schoolers that write better than some of the movies that Tyler Perry produces, but I'll let you answer that question.
I think with anything, especially with being a creative, being anybody willing to pursue a craft, you got to be willing to grow. You got to be willing to learn. You got to work with the team, because a film is a huge project.
It is.
And you should not be doing it by yourself. You have people who are very talented. To go back to your question about people wanting to get in. The doors, that's why I say you got to pretty much create the doors, because the doors need to be open, because there are so many talented people who are willing to do the work. And just because they don't know the right person, they're not able to access the room. So I would say the ones who want to be stuck are in the way.
Come on, sis. Come on.
They're in the way because we got to grow. And the only way to make better stories is to be unstuck, to be willing to mold in not only storytelling, but being an artist and being willing to learn from others. I think the person you mentioned,
I'll say his name again, Tyler Perry,
does not have a writer's room. They write on their own.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So that's why we get the same project.
Yeah.
And so like with that too, because I'm a big comedy person, but I find myself enjoying more of the older comedy movies because they're written better, actually. You know what I mean? So when you guys are judging something like comedy, and comedy is so vast, how do you say, now that's a good comedy flick? Like what goes into that? Because you got your dry humor, you got your slapstick, you know what I mean? So what makes a good comedy movie to where you can say, I'll give an award?
Now, I don't select the awards, but I will say, like, as far as being selected, I think it needs to make more than one person judging it. Like, I think our team may have multiple people say, is this funny? Does this make you laugh? Because I think something that's funny is kind of universal, in my opinion. And if nobody's laughing, you definitely know it's not it needs more work. I won't say it's not a comedy. It needs more work.
Right.
So yeah, it's got to make you laugh. It's got to be clever. and not to the point where it's like offensive.
Mhm.
Like we don't got to be like
Mhm.
offensive to be funny.
Mhm.
But yeah, I would say definitely have the elements of comedy, which I'm not going to lie to you, I don't know all the elements. Not being a comedian,
Right.
But yeah,
Understood.
on a basic level, be funny.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, because there's so many different styles of comedy and comedy movies. That's why I said I like the old stuff. Like when I see the old things by Robert Townsend, you can tell he wrote that. Like Blank Man is super corny and super funny, but it's because somebody took the time to think of a guy who was a complete like misfit nerd, super smart. So he's going to create his own character. Like it was dope. But it didn't do as well in the box office as people thought it should have done. You know what I'm saying? And you had David Allen Greer was in that movie too. He's another person who's hilarious, but didn't do that great. But when you're talking about a comedy movie, it's like, well, what are y'all? Everything's not raunchy comedy. That's the word I'm looking for. Like
And
that
then,
ain't it.
to his point, what do you think about projects that might be ahead of their time, where it's just like, this is a really good film, but people aren't going to understand it right now, but maybe several years from now, they're going to go back and be like, that was a good movie. Like one of our favorite movies is Bamboozled by Spike Lee. During the time it came out, people weren't ready for that.
It wasn't hidden.
Yeah, they weren't ready for that message. And it's still a very relevant message till this day. But it's one of those things that no matter what, you can go back to and still have like think pieces about it and have conversations about it. So what happens when you do have those, those pieces where it's just like, it's so good, but it might not hit the general audience.
I feel like we love them. We're very much a team of artists and creatives, so we get it. We get that uniqueness and we champion it actually. So I feel like even in that vein, that's the type of community we've cultivated with the film festival. So we love a unique story that may not be for the average audience. I think our community would embrace it.
Okay, awesome.
How does one become a part of the team if they're interested or they're watching where they're like, yo, I love this type of work and I want to help? How does somebody become a
I know
part of the
someone
team?
right now that would be like, I want to do it. She has a theater background and she like critiques the hell out of movies. Yes.
Awesome. Definitely reach out to us via our website, RaleighFilmAndArtFestival.org, or social media. I can drop my email address. You can reach out to me. It's I'm gonna spell my name. Some people get it wrong when I say it. MALKAH at RaleighFilmAndArtFestival.org. That's Malka. And yeah, just reach out to us. We're very open and receptive and loving of people who want to help and support what we're doing, because we do it for the community and we do it for the arts.
So how can TDS be a part?
Oh,
yeah.
How would y'all like to? Just let me know.
Cool. We'll talk about that off.
Yes.
So then right now, what do you feel as though is like hot? What do you say is like, this is something that we should tune in and watch? Because we do it every Tuesday. So every Tuesday we're talking about something that either somebody suggested or we just found scrolling. So what's something that we should watch?
See, I've been going back
Really?
and watching, like rewatching stuff. Trying to think of the last one. Ooh, The Bear.
Yes, girl. I
That
love
is
The
so
Bear.
good.
You know what? And I never even watched it.
Please watch
Yes.
it. It's so good.
It's very good. Very good.
That's Leo, right?
No. That's
am I
Jeremy
thinking about?
Allen White.
Right, from Shameless.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait. Is that not his name?
No. I'm like,
Oh, he's like, that didn't
I'm
help.
like,
Have you seen Shameless?
no.
Another good show.
Okay.
Is it?
It's dysfunctional,
Is it?
but it's good.
All right.
Yeah.
See, I'm not a big TV movie person. I'm
But I
really
think
not.
you would like Shameless because the dad is a drunk and he just doesn't give a damn.
Okay.
And it's hilarious.
Cool.
And they've
All
got
right.
so many seasons. I still
Yes.
have to watch it.
Oh,
I
really?
hear it's
Yeah.
really good.
You know.
Oh, you know, like, I don't know.
Because some of the latter part, you're just like, it's time for this to end. Because the UK version kept going. We don't have to be the UK version. We can stop telling the story, you know.
Okay.
And then and then Fiona, that whole thing, you know. So the latter part was just like meh, but the beginning, hilarious.
Okay.
Everybody knows a Frank Gallagher. Everyone.
Yeah. Okay. Now, before we, let you go, because we're talking a lot about the film side. but there's more to this than just the film. So what are the other parts? And then are they also award-winning artistes in this as well?
So we have art implemented this year by way of vendors. So we'll have a plethora of different type of art vendors joining us, as well as makers, crafters, and skincare product vendors mixed in. That is a future goal of ours, to get the visual art side to parallel with the film and have just a huge festival celebrating all of the arts.
I know a few painters right now.
I will note, side note, that definitely reach out to us still, because we have a Black History Month exhibit coming up in February, and that is our celebration of artists.
Okay.
That we have.
Do you already have your venue and everything for that?
Yes, we did.
Okay,
Yes.
dope. So when does the planning start for this, for the festival, for those who want to be involved or maybe be a vendor or a sponsor?
So our planning typically starts around spring going into summertime, and then the bulk of summertime crossing over into fall, which our festival starts the top of October, Friday through Sunday.
Okay, cool. And did I ask the location? You know, I've been asking the same question. Where's it going to be located?
So we are going to be located at NC State University Centennial Campus. The building is Engineering Building 3. And for our Saturday screenings, will be located in the Fitz Woolard Hall building. So we'll have 2 locations for Saturday and Sunday. And Friday and Sunday will be in Engineering Building 3.
Oh,
awesome.
And how your attendance? How many people usually come? Like, is it a big crowd?
We over the festival weekend, we expect like over 2,000 attendees.
Awesome.
Dope.
Yeah. And also, I will note the film screenings for Saturday and Sunday are free to the public.
That is awesome.
So
that's dope.
You just come and enjoy movies all day with your family and friends, or yourself, and meet some dope people in the community.
That's awesome.
Sounds good. And so this is the 12th year, and you want to grow it and you want to make it bigger. What are some of the things that, besides the art side, like the film piece, like how are you going to grow that? Like what else can be done, or where else can people fit in to help?
I say support from all kinds is welcomed and appreciated. I feel like it's one of those things that takes a village. So we are very open to anyone who is willing and open to help and learn how we could take the festival, and we are taking the festival to the next level.
Cool.
Yeah.
So then anybody who wants to hit you up, volunteers, could you give the website one more time?
It is Raleigh Film and Art Festival.org.
And then Instagram or Facebook?
Instagram and Facebook is Raleigh Film and Art Festival.
Cool. So make sure you guys are there. We're going to talk about how TDS can be involved as soon as we get y'all off the line. And what we got tomorrow?
Weather, permitting.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
If the weather is right, we'll be back. If the weather's not right, because I'm not driving to Durham and the weather's not right.
Because we have a lot to discuss, but we'll discuss it tomorrow. What? No, I meant like.
I was going to say, what I do now? You said that as if I was like, because we got a lot to discuss. This nigga again. I'm like, what I do?
We did have a couple things from entertainment news where people are losing their minds. So we'll.
And next week we're gonna have a special announcement.
We're not gonna be on air next week. Oh.
We can put it out.
Oh yeah,
we got a special announcement next week.
Yeah. We'll just say, no, what?
Yeah, you'll be gone. Pablo Escobar is going to be gone again. Ain't you going out of town again next week?
Yeah, I gotta go to Atlanta.
She be chucking.
I keep trying to tell you, I don't even know. I don't know what she does for real. She says she's a marketing director, but I don't know, man. Every other week.
You already know.
All right.
God willing, we'll be back tomorrow. And everybody, if you're driving or anything like that, please get home safely. This is TDS Radio, our voice, our culture. Peace. And thank you for coming.
Thank y'all for having me.
Peace. What does it say?